boy Jay Corbett of Team Sanctum, and we're back at it again with another deck profile. Today we're here with first place locals, Mitch Tulak. How you doing today, man?
Pretty indifferent. I'm good.
That's good, man. That's good. What were your matchups today for this local?
Matchups today, go figures. A couple spirals. Shout out to you, Jay. A couple spirals. Pen Magician. Yeah, spirals, Pen Magician.
What would you say was your best clutchest card that you could have played today?
The card that came in clutch. Well, let's see. Maybe it was it Joker? Well, maybe. Actually, I would say it was probably evenly matched. You know, the chase card that I was like, I need it. That card's it's getting banned.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I agree. But let's show them what these Pen Magicians were all about post circuit break. So let's show them what this deck is all about, man.
All right, so 2 Astrograph Sorcerer. So I like him better at 2 because you don't want to open him up too much. He's a good low scale, but I like to think of him more as a hand trap. So like if your stuff gets destroyed and you don't have anything else, you can always special him.
Make sure you keep putting the cards like right there.
No problem. And I actually specialed him today on Jay. Love you, Jay. Because he's, well, I think it's obvious. I mean, he has 2,500 attack, so he's great for that. And I think ratios worked out better at 2 because you don't want to see him too much. I actually did Pot of Desires today, and both my draws over this guy. Came in clutch, but yeah. Triple Joker, pretty standard. Need that Stratos. Double Performing Power Pendulum Sorcerer. You could even bump him up to 3, but I'd say you need at least 2 of him because he's best going first, especially if you have double Iris, because you always want to pop double Iris first turn, because of course you can't use his effect first turn. Yeah. Found that out at the Indianapolis Regional. Triple Poison, the Trident basically. Triple Double Iris, Triple Black Fang, Triple Harmonizing, card's so good. Triple Wisdom Eye. 1 Oath Dragon, you can run this at 2. 1's just fine with me because he's more or less like situational. I think today I actually pen summoned him literally just for a cool beat stick. And then the only hand traps I ran was Triple Ash. I really didn't feel like dropping, you know, $75 on a playset of Drolin Locks. So I just stuck with the Ash Blossoms I already had because Ash Blossom's actually really good in the mirror match. Going up against Spirals, you have to be very smart about playing it though. Like you always want to hit Machine Dupe or something like that. I'd say Ash Blossom worked out fairly well today. It's still a very viable card in this meta. Because it pretty much works really well with all decks except arguably Spirals. It's just like I said, you have to be smart with that. 2-star Pendulum Graph. Ratio's better at 2. You don't want to open it up too much, but you do sometimes. It is nice to open it up, but it's also searchable. So, Triple Duelist Alliance, 1 Pen Call. I feel like you need to either run this at 3 or 1 because you either want to focus on what the deck is supposed to do and to pop your scales and get effects, or you want to go kind of the sneaky route and just keep doing Pen Call so your scales won't get destroyed, and if you are in the mirror match or whatever, your opponent goes Wavering Eyes, but they can only do 2, which is pretty better. And speak of the devil, literally, double Wavering Eyes, I liked it better at, well, I had to make room. I like it at 3, but at 3 it can kind of clog, and at 2 it clogs a little less, and you really need, in my opinion, have to have it in the deck, because if you do go up in the mirror match, it's busted, and it wins games, which is really unhealthy, but that's just how Konami likes to play it. And I saw it plenty today. It gets you out of tough spots, too, if you don't have, Sorcerer, like I said, and you just have Double Iris and something, this card works wonders, too. Triple Desires. My friend Joe talked me into running 3. I hate it, but he's right. It is a good +1 with a cost. So, and then 2-time Pendulum Graph. Also, it's like Trident, but worse. This is our Spiral Sleeper, just saying. And then 2 evenly matched. I would have ran 3, but I only had a chance to pick up 2 before the tournament, and I saw it plenty today. I actually went up against Jay first round, and he set up his board, and I had this in hand just waiting for him to build the board, and just said evenly matched, and it was just like game 2. I love you.
Essentially.
So cards ridiculous. Cards busted.
Not wrong, not wrong.
All right. So extra side.
Let's just go with extra first.
All right, extra deck. 1 Supreme King, Clear Wing. Card is card's busted. Let's be honest. I mean, it's literally Raigeki, which is like what? 1 Psyframe Lord Omega is great for those. I mean, first turn Omega plays to free up your extra monster zones lit. Beals, I special summon this at Indianapolis against a True Draco player, and they literally were just like, why? Really cool guy. 1 Stardust Dragon. I actually really like Stardust Dragon a lot. I haven't summoned it much lately, but it's actually really good in the mirror match, I feel.
Push that up.
Sorry. 1 Enlightenment Paladin. I don't summon him a lot, but his last effect is really good. It's when he destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can inflict damage to your opponent's monster. So he's really good for, you know, putting more damage on board if need be. 1 Ignister, because non-target shuffle is ridiculous. Double Time Star. Some people say they like running only 1 because they don't go into him that much, but I've actually been in some situations if you're in the grind game that people will hurry up and really get rid of this, and then it's kind of like, what do you do then? 1 Tornado Dragon, card's busted. 1 Trapeze Magician, actually used this today to OTK my opponent today. Card's really good. He's also for the Trick Stars. 1 Karagorgon. I love playing this in the mirror match. Like, I will make this first turn if I know they're playing Pen Magicians, because I mean, I can redirect everything, and I believe he is not once per turn. Yeah. Busted. 1 Abyss Dweller. Oh yeah, I played BA today. That was where Abyss Dweller came in. So let's have a talk about Baguska. So I love this card. Everyone likes this card, and everyone knows it's busted. And everyone's been saying it's busted, reason being, it is literally kind of like lose 1 turret. You put him in defense, and his continuous effect is while he's in defense, everything gets switched to defense, and their activated effects are negated. So let's have a little talk. So some people think like, oh, I normal summon in attack mode, so it'll get its effect. I immediately went to the judges to talk to some judges on Facebook, and they immediately were all like, no, 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 no. His effect is continuous. As soon as something is normal summoned or specialed in attack, it does not matter. His effect is continuous. It gets immediately switched to defense. Then its summon effect can activate, but it's getting negated. So don't let anyone try to tell you otherwise, because why would everyone say this card's busted anyway? Like, it's obvious, but you know, some people like to get away with... I ain't going there. Then Utopia package, because Utopias.
Alright, check out the side deck.
Alright, side deck. So Denko Sekka's my favorite side deck card, but this is given a run for its money, because I remember when I was playing against Jay today, he revealed my top card, and it was Zaphion. And at first I was kind of like, oh man, it's going to be a dead draw, but then the fact I can just sit on her because she can't be destroyed by battle or card effects is a little busted. So she's basically a wall, and just shuffle everything back. So great in the mirror match, pretty much great in almost anything, especially going second. Then best side deck card, double Gamma Seal and double Lava Golem. So I actually decided to start running Lava Golem because with Spirals they make really big boards, and they'll make like Sleeper, Firewall, and all this other stuff. So Gamma Seal's not just gonna do it, so that's why I was main decking Lava Golem to like Tribute 2, and you can special him in defense. He has 25 defense, and there's always a way to get over that. And then Game of Seal just for like extra stuff to get rid of. The third Wavering Eyes for when I went into the mirror match. Double D barrier. This was better in like the mirror match and other stuff for like Rogue. Not always great against Spirals because they actually care more about linking. The only time I did side this against Spirals today when I was going first because I didn't have a lot of going first cards. And I mean, it's okay like to use this and call like Z's. So, but then the card I'm probably gonna have to bump up to 3, Floodgate Trap Hole. Jay normaled his Quick Fix, and I immediately was just like Floodgate Trap Hole. That way they can't go Machine Dupe or other stuff. But yeah, one of my favorite cards in Link format.
That's good to know, man. Mitch, thank you for doing this deck profile. Do you have any shout-outs?
Alright, so shout out to the vending machine that has nothing in it. Y'all see that? It's messed up. Shout out to everyone on the team. Shout out to Joe for helping me playtest a lot with this deck. Shout out to Johnny for being the conductor of the Pendulum Magician train that everyone's hopping on. Shout out to Jay.
Get off my train.
Shout out to Konami for some reason bringing back Wavering Eyes. Like, why? Let's see. Shout out to the people at our locals that trying to cheat. Oh, fun fact about Wavering Eyes. If your opponent, because a lot of people are main decking Mistake, if someone has a Mistake on board, you can still activate Wavering Eyes. It's a UCAN effect, so just a little pinch of salt here. But shout out to all the salt that I'm dripping in. Tastes good though. Shout out to Jay because he's my favorite.
I'm his lover. Yeah.
We said it, okay. Shout out to Firewall Dragon. He's Bay, even though I didn't play Spirals today, but I plan on playing it because it's really fun. And now, in my opinion, he's actually better in Spirals than World Chalice. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but... And shout out to Coded the Duelist, Sneak Peek, especially. But, what else? Shout out to Evenly Matched. Shout out to cards. Shout out to us. Okay. Shout out to all these shout outs I'm doing.
There you go. Thank you, Mitch, man. Thank you for watching this deck profile with the people. Be sure to subscribe to Team Sanctum for more content. Our Patreon is in the link description below. And as always, this is your boy, Jay Corbett, signing out.